Whoop. Hi and welcome back again. Yes, two videos on the same day. Now, it's actually been a while since I made sort of a Game of the Year video. I think the last 2 years I haven't made many videos in total, by the way. But this year has been a better year, and I have been playing a shit ton of games. This is possibly one of the best years in terms of the amount of games I have played and also beaten, and also the amount of sort of diverse genres and console systems that I have been playing on. This list is not particular only games for this year. This is just a list of the games that I have played this year that I consider the best of the best. It will be in chronological order. Basically, number one that I will start out is number 10, and the last game is, of course, number 1. So let's start with number 10, that is Dead or Alive 3 on the original Xbox. I have completely played, the storyline missions. I beaten all the storyline missions. And I'm a huge fan of the Dead or Alive franchise. Dead or Alive 2 is one of my most played games of all time. And Dead or Alive 3 is also a game that I usually sometimes go back to and play. It's bigger, it's better, it looks great on the Xbox. This is a fantastic game. I had a lot of fun. I'm still having a lot of fun playing this game. And Christy is my babe. Yes, it is. On number 9, we have a game that the first one I loved and actually played also this year, completely played this year again for the 100th time. But I never really completed and played the second one, and that is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. I think I was playing the dwarf. Was it the dwarf thief or merchant? Not entirely sure, can't remember. But I do remember that the game is a lot of fun, much bigger than the first one. And just, if you love Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, if you love Diablo, you have to play this game. It's a really fun game. Next up is actually an RPG on the Xbox 360. On number 7, we have Magna Carta 2. Now, I know that this game has a lot of fan service, but it wasn't as much as I thought it was. In my opinion, somehow, I remember the Magna Carta games as being super sexualized, like super. And it's not that bad, to be completely honest. I like the combat, the music, and the storyline was decent. I'm a little bit sick, by the way. But yeah, I really, really liked Magna Carta 2. One of the only Xbox games I completed. So I had a lot of fun playing Magna Carta 2. On number 6, we have King's Field 4 on the PlayStation 2. Now, I have not beaten this game yet, or will ever, don't know. But I did play this game quite a while. I was really far into the game. I love King's Field. Now, if you don't know, King's Field is actually the Dark Souls games, or the Soul games, are the spiritual successor to King's Field. This is a From Software game, and basically this is what Dark Souls and Elden Ring eventually became. I played the original King's Field on the PlayStation 1. I still play this game, and I loved the one on PlayStation 2. It looks much better. It still plays really slow, sluggish. It's not for everyone. But if you want a really unique experience, and you already have played all the Soul games, and you want a first-person dungeon crawler, go get this one. It's a really good one. Really like it. Next up is Castlevania Curse of Darkness. With King's Field 4, it's the game that I've been playing, in the early days of this year. A really cool action hack and slash RPG. It's not really an RPG. It's sort of a 3D Metrovania, sort of ish. But in the world of Castlevania, I liked it. I know there is the other Castlevania game that was pretty good. But I liked this one a lot better because it was more it was bigger. You had levels up. You could grind for armor and weapons and items, etc., etc. So it was really cool. Incredible music, just like every Castlevania game. Incredible music. I really enjoyed my time playing Castlevania Curse of Darkness. I think it's also a really expensive game, but no. Next up is Unreal Championship. Now, I love Unreal Tournament. It's actually a game that I've been playing a shit ton on PS2. But I like Unreal Championship a little bit better. It looks better. It's, a little bit more modern, you could potentially say. It does have a little bit of frame rate issues here and there on the original Xbox, but this is a great arcade shooter. Games like this and like Quake 3 and Quake 2 are the shooters that I love, that I grew up with, playing on PC, etc. at my dad's place. And Unreal Championship mixed with Dead or Alive 3 were the games that I was super jealous of when I was a kid, that it was exclusive to the Xbox and not on PlayStation 2. But I finally have it. I almost completely beat it. And I still play this game. I still play Unreal Championship because it's so freaking good. Next up is Ys, the Ark of Nephthysism. Great action RPG in the world of Ys. And especially if you sort of grown up with the sort of more modern games. I think they already announced number 10. That looks really cool too, that you can also actually go on a ship and sail to different islands. It looks really cool. It sounds really cool, but this is sort of the old style, the top-down action hack and slash adventure RPG, and it just has a certain magic in this game that you do not see anymore in the Ys games. Don't get me wrong, the Ys games are fantastic, but go play this one and go play one of the newer ones and you'll probably understand what I meant. Also, the music in this game is phenomenal. I love the music in this game. So this is a fantastic game. Now we are at the top 3. What are the 3 best games that I have played this year? If you think you can guess it without being spoiled, leave it in the comments below if you think you've guessed it right. Now, on number 3, it was actually pretty hard because all 3 games are really, really good, but they're also from different genres. Am I going to like a game that I spent 40 hours more than a game that I spent like 6 hours? It doesn't really add up, in my personal opinion at least. 40 hours doesn't right away mean it's better than the game with 6 hours, or that I enjoyed it more than 6 hours. But then again, why did I only play it for 6 hours and not for 40 hours? So on number 3, it was really difficult for me, but I have to admit, because I just played this genre so much. On number 3, we have Elden Ring. Now, I am hell no, not done with this game yet. I only beat like the first main boss. I'm 40 hours into the game. I'm still playing it a ton. But as I mentioned in my video of Elden Ring, it does really feel like I've already played this. Gameplay wise, it truly does play like Dark Souls. And I've played so many Soul games. It's getting a little bit stale, burned out. But I love the open world that they have created for Elden Ring. It would be really cool if From Software would make like a new Armored Core game. Yes, they actually announced a new Armored Core game. That is really cool. That's freaking cool. Hopefully it's not going to be like Dark Souls and just like the Armored Core that I play on PS2. Actually, should go and play more Armored Core on PS2, by the way. But Elden Ring is a great game. This was a really tough battle between these ones because one of them is extremely good and the other one I have a immense amount of fun with. So it was really difficult, but on number 2, I choose God of War 2 on the PlayStation 2. Now, I have played the PS3 collection version on PS3, but it still counts as a PS2 game, right? And I love the box art. I did buy the game when it came out, but I also had a PS3. I played it for a little bit, and then I just was playing PS3 stuff because back then, being much younger, I was always like, I want the newest stuff because that's way better than the old crap. Now I go back, as you can see in my list, to older stuff, and it's actually most of the time much better than the newer stuff. God of War 2 is a game that you will not see being made anymore, at least not with the production value and the hype that was surrounding God of War 2. Now, of course, God of War is still around, but in a completely different way, almost a completely different genre. God of War 2 is just a button-mashing, hack-and-slash, platforming adventure game. It has a fantastic soundtrack, great graphics. Even today, it looks good, it sounds good, it plays good. I had so much fun playing God of War 2 that my mind is boggled. Why have I not played this? Why did it take me so long to finally play God of War 2? And, that is sort of the whole sentence of a shit ton of PS2 era games. From GameCube, Xbox, PS2, why have I not played these games yet? So yeah, but there can only be one. There can only be one. And as I said, it was really difficult because I love Elden Ring, love God of War 2. But if I be really honest with myself, I had an incredible time playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, this is also basically a PS2 game. HD remaster on PS3. I got it really cheap this year. I finally popped it in, and I had such an amazing time playing this game. Kingdom Hearts is one of my childhood games. It was my birthday, and I went to a game expo that day, or that weekend, whatever, that week. And, Kingdom Hearts was there, and I bought it and played it, and the game is fantastic. I'm not a Disney fan at all. I was never a Disney fan. I'm still not a Disney fan, but I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. And especially back then, most of the time I was playing Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 10. I didn't have many games, so I was playing all these games. After another, I beat Final Fantasy 7. Okay, let's play it again. So I was a huge Final Fantasy fan, and this was like perfect. So many Final Fantasy characters in this game. The battle system is great. The storyline is, I could, good versus evil, sort of. Really difficult storyline that Kingdom Hearts has, but I had such an amazing time playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I really did not want it to end, and just like with God of War, I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and I was thinking to myself, what went wrong? Why has the gaming industry changed so much for the worse, in my opinion? There are still great games like Elden Ring and Super Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild, and even Horizon is a great game, but some, especially in RPGs, then again, Xenoblade, Dragon Quest, 11 are great games. Final Fantasy VII Remake, fantastic, but still, there is some magic lost. Don't know why. It's really hard to explain, but a lot of people say this. A lot of people feel this and believe this, but it doesn't mean that there are no good games around nowadays. I do want to have one honorable mention because I didn't know if I wanted to put this in the video. One part of me says it deserves it. One part of me says, yeah, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't really spent the time that you should spend in this game. And that is Time Splitters Future Perfect. I finally played this game completely played all the storyline missions that I never did. I'm a huge fan of TimeSplitters 2. Me and my friends back then played like 300-400 hours on TimeSplitters 2. It was so much fun playing this. This year we actually played this game on the PS3 with 4 players. It was just as we got transported back to our childhood. It was so much fun playing this game. However, and that's why it's not on the list, to me, TimeSplitters is a fantastic storyline. It's a great game. It's fun. But the meat is the multiplayer. And I only played once. I only played the multiplayer once. This is really a multiplayer game for me personally. But still, I think that TimeSplitters Future Perfect, I wanted to mention it in this video. Now, this was my top 10 best games that I have played in 2022. What are your best games that you have played this year? Doesn't matter if it's from this year or a year before or from 1988. It doesn't matter. Leave it in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And like always, you're gonna see me next time. I have to stand up. Whee!